We're on the practice field of the Rockwall Yellow Jackets, which last week roared back in the second half to defeat the crosstown rival Heath Hawks 52-51 in one of the most exciting games ever played at Wilkerson-Sanders Stadium. Today we'll have Coach Brandon Washburn, who is the assistant head coach. He'll tell us a little bit about the game. We also hope to interview quarterback Alan Reed, who accounted for 7 touchdowns in the game, and Blake Turner, the wide receiver, who caught 3 70-yard bombs. Coach, how'd you do it? How'd you come back and win that game Friday night?
I tell you what, we won it because we have great kids. Our kids executed the game plan extremely well. They made plays when they needed to make plays. Our O-line had great push up front. But the bottom line is we have great kids, and they played great.
Now, you were down 21-0 at the end of the first quarter and 37-14 at halftime. What did you tell those guys at halftime to get them pumped up to come out and roar back?
Well, we knew at halftime that our plan was good. We just needed to not make mistakes and take care of the football, and we knew that. And so the challenge for us as coaches was to be patient, stick with what we got, and go to work. And so that's just what we challenged the kids with, to just stay true to what you're doing and keep plugging. And they did. They responded extremely well. They realized that if they just execute and make plays, that it'll happen for them. And so I just commend our kids. They did a great job handling that. You know, our special teams began to change a little bit. We realized we needed to get the ball when we kicked off, and so the onside kick became a big factor in the game. But the bottom line was just that our kids recognized they just needed to make plays, and they did.
Now, you did recover 2 onside kicks, right?
Yes, sir, 2.
What's the key to doing that? You know, 1 onside kick's pretty good to recover, but 2?
Well, I tell you, our kickers are fantastic. Travis Shin and Ted Gates, they do a fantastic job with the ball. That's all they do all day is kick. And we trust those guys emphatically, and so they put the ball really where it needed to be on the onside kicks. And those guys on those units, on the special teams units, particularly the kickoff unit, they take a lot of pride in that, and they practice it. And they just wanted the ball. But it really goes back to where the kickers put it. The kickers put it exactly where it needed to be, and our guys made plays.
Well, now your quarterback, Alan Reed, responsible for 7 touchdowns, and I think he was the only back that carried the ball.
He
was. Any comments about that?
He was. You know, he had every touch, every run he ran, every pass he threw. So that young man, I can't say enough good things about him. He did a fantastic job. Has become a great decision maker for us. We trust him emphatically with the ball, and so we just recognized that this was a particular game plan that we really thought would work. And again, Alan just executed it extremely well. He ran the ball exactly where he needed to be. He made the proper reads on everything. And so when you're able to do that, when you have a young man that can operate like he operates, then good things will happen. So.
And here we have quarterback Alan Reed, who was named the Player of the Week by the Dallas Morning News. We'd go right along with that. Alan, congratulations on a fantastic game.
Thank you.
Man, how'd you do it?
The line did really good up front blocking, and the receivers did an excellent job running the routes and catching the ball, and that's how it started.
Well, the coach thinks you're pretty good from what he said. And obviously you are, and I'm sure your players think the same thing. So let's go back just briefly. When you guys were down, you know, like in the first quarter and then at halftime, what were you thinking?
We had to come back, and we executed the game plan, and we 1 touchdown at a time, and we came back.
Yep. Game plan. What? Now you carried the ball, like the coach said. You had every touch. Can you reveal a little bit what the game plan was here?
Well, moving the ball, you know, up and down the field, inside, and going in between the tackles, and then play action. Once we got them, you know, biting, play action, and hit the receivers.
Did you get tired?
Yes, at the end of the game.
Well, I can understand. Well, let's bring Blake Turner in here, your favorite receiver. Blake's a little bit sick today from this illness that's been floating around here at Rockwall High School. Blake, congratulations. Stay in there, Alan. That's all right. You guys quite a tandem in the game. Blake, I didn't really get a chance to see the game, but you hauled in 3 70-yard TD passes. Now, were these pass and run or long bombs?
It's like a read route, and if the cornerback sits low on you, then you just beat him deep, and if he goes high on you, then you sit low. And he just never went on top of me, so I just kept running deep. So.
Just long bombs, huh? And Allen got the ball to you.
Perfect passes.
Wow, fantastic. Well, I know you sure did get the Yellow Jacket fans excited. So what was it like to play in this game, Blake, where you guys came back and probably the most exciting game ever played in Rockwall?
Yeah, it was exciting. That's about all I can say, you know. I mean, just we won, so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all right. Well, guys, thank you very much. We didn't even talk about next week's game. I didn't get a chance to look. Who are you playing next week?
Wiley East.
Wiley East, okay. How do you feel about them? They've been pretty tough, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been doing really good against their opponents. They play fast, and we gotta match their physicality.
You got it, physicality. Blake, any comments on that? You're going to be running long bomb routes again this week?
I mean, if that's what has to be done, but I'm just going to be out there and go be really physical. Physicality is the main thing this week. Right,
gotcha. All right, well, guys, thank you very much. Hey, Coach, why don't you come back here for a second and give us a couple of keys to victory over Wiley East this week. What's it going to take?
Well, I tell you, Wiley East is a very well-coached team. They're young right now, but they are extremely well-coached. They get to the football well on defense. They know what they want to do on offense, and so it's gonna be 4 quarters of football. There's no doubt about it. And in this district, the way it's working out, everybody's beating up on everybody else, and our guys know that. They know that it's going to be 4 quarters. They've got to play 42 minutes of football and get after them if they want to win. And so Wiley East is a good football team.
Well, obviously last week you guys played 4 quarters of great football. So congratulations, Blake. We hope you feel better quickly so you can be on the at the game. And again, thanks so much. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
This has been J.J. Smith, the RockwallNews.com.